Today, I am here to provide a session on the topic AI-powered marketing squad. As a part of this session, I'll be first quickly giving a quick introduction about myself. Then I'll be moving towards like what is the reality of the enterprise content. And then we'll be discussing about what exactly this complexity tax is. After that, we will discuss about how Sitecore is uniquely shaped to solve this complexity tax. We had like a lot of sessions yesterday, like Andrew talked about Agentic Studio and the MCP. And today, Vignesh had spoke about the marketplace applications. So mostly my session would be around in that area, how these things are solving the marketing problems. Post that, we will see like what are the different solutions, how each solution is solving the marketing problem. Then we'll go into a deep dive of each of the solution. Post at the end, we'll discuss some of the best practices that we need to follow while using each of these solution. Based on like from the past 6 months, we have been putting some efforts to solve this, and based on our experience, what are the best practices we need to keep in mind to make sure that that problem is understood. So moving forward, a little bit about myself. I am Chandrakanth Gunda. Currently, I am working as an architect in persistent system. I am a Sitecore technology MVP. This was my first year for the MVP. And my most of experience is in migration and upgrade projects. Either it is from lower version of Sitecore to higher version, or conversion of from MVC to SXA, or MVC to headless, or it is from XP to XM, or from a completely different CMS to Sitecore. So most of my like 9 years of experience is in focus was on both migration and upgrade projects. I am from Hyderabad, and currently I am working in persistent system. Moving further, like just before going to the session directly, I would like to give some background on this topic, why I have been choosing this topic. As a part of our organization, we as an AI initiatives, we had come up with lot of use cases like that empowers different levels at the SDLC, right from the design, development, QA, then after that content production and content publishing. Like there were use cases like how can we accelerate the migration using AI, or there were use cases like how can we use Figma MCP to use the developer productivity, or how can we improve the observability by leveraging AI. And there was this use case where about content creation and publishing. We did a RISE model analysis to understand like which is the priority use case. Like it considers the factors like how many users are going to use if you are building an AI agent, how many users are going to use it, what is the frequency through which they will be using, and like how many hours a week this will solve. What are the measurable outcomes? What is the productivity improvement if we implement this? When we consider and took the weightage, we come to know that content creation and publishing is an area where AI can be leveraged. So moving further, let's understand what is the reality of the enterprise content. Like consider if we have if I created a site and site is live, then it is used to the content team. So for content team to create a page, how many phases it goes through? First, there is a planning phase where they observe the market signals, what is the currently trending. They come up with an idea how that signal can be leveraged, and they do a competitive analysis like how the competitors are reacting to the signal. Is there any gap that we can leverage? And based on that analysis, and they also do audience targeting, like who is the audience of this content. Or they also do kind of different content based on the segmentation as well, like different content for different set of users. Once this is planned, then it comes to the content creation phase, like content is drafted, then there is a brand and compliance validation. What are the do's and don'ts of my brand? What is tone of voice matching it? Is it meeting my audience persona or not? Then comes the CMS entry. This is where the biggest hurdle is, that the CMS entry is the biggest hurdle. Marketers don't understand the complex interface of the Sitecore. Even though Sitecore had made good progress in terms of page builder, but for marketers to go and create in the page builder, that was one of the challenge. It is not only with Sitecore, it is with all the CMS as well. So this was one of the hurdle. Once this is done, it's not yet done. Like there is need to be an SEO review, GEO review, then followed by localization QA, and we'll go and publishing. Once publishing is done, again it is not done. Like there could be a lot of optimization activities involved. Either it is A/B testing, or it is personalization, or content targeting, and content repurposing. Like if you want to send a campaign email with a brief content, or if I want to reshare across LinkedIn, or if I want to reshare across other social media platforms like X, the content should be, same content should be structured in a format that particular channel supports. So these are the different phases of the content creation. So when we move further, let's understand that what is happening. There are many steps involved, many teams that are involved throughout the whole process. Every step to step is a handoff. Every handoff is a delay. What is mean by delay? Delay is nothing but a cost. What does it mean? Like every cost involves late to market. So today's world, we need to say whatever is relevant, we need to do it very quickly and fastly, else the relevancy of this lost. Just because of this, every marketing team are not able to launch at least 50% of the their planned campaigns, because every campaign should go through all these steps, and each handoff is a delay, and that is increasing both the marketing cost as well as it is reducing the speed to market. So as you say, the major hurdle we can see is kind of one of the manual CMS mapping. And one more thing, at the later stage, if we feel that there is a compliance issue or anything, then we need to do the rework. And also consider the same content, if I want to do variants as well, for finance industry, I need to target in a different way, or based on the business role, I need to target in a different way, like that. So even though it is a single piece of content, based on the targeted users, I need to create that many variants as well. So the cycle goes fast. So this is what complexity tax is. But Sitecore has been understanding this problem and hearing from the customers and partners, and come up with some kind of solutions that addresses these problems. We'll see how Sitecore is uniquely shaped to solve this problem. First of all, they have introduced the Agentic Studio. In the Agentic Studio, there are 17 agents that are out of the box. Not only that, you can create your own custom agents, and all through that you can bring in your own MCP connector, or you can add your own skill, and you can everything is grounded based on the brand guidelines and what are the do's and don'ts that you have set up in the brand library. Apart from that, everything is in the human in the loop. Nothing is going directly into the website without in the human in the loop. At every stage, there is a human in the loop verification. Then the other pillar that Sitecore is leveraging is Sitecore Marketer MCP. As I mentioned, the CMS hurdle is one of the challenge that a marketing user it's very difficult for him to understand the Sitecore interface and enter the content. So that's why Sitecore has introduced this Marketer MCP, where marketer can interact in his own natural language. And the beauty of this Marketer MCP is that it is not connected only to the Sitecore. You can integrate with any of the LLM of your choice. And even marketplace, you can do only whatever is permitted to your role. You cannot do more than your role. So that it also respects the governance aspect as well. So there is no governance bypass as well. And the third thing is marketplace application. So marketplace application is also another way of extending or leveraging AI to address this marketing problem. So like as Vignesh has mentioned in today's session, the roadmap is clearly indicating that they are working on kind of many marketplace applications, working with partners and customers solving this. And the last one is that if you don't want to tie to the Sitecore ecosystem, if you want to build your own custom application, Sitecore provides the Agentic API, and also Sitecore provides the authoring APIs. And like yesterday, Andrew has spoken about brand APIs as well. Like we can create our own custom applications, leveraging those APIs to build those whatever the AI solutions that addresses the marketer's problem. Let's try to understand a bit more about Agentic Studio. Agentic Studio, like it supports both chat and workflow based agents. If a task needs to be like conversational, we can use a chat, but if it needs to be like a workflow based, we can create a workflow based agents as well. And we can create central workspaces using spaces. We'll create a single space where we can invite collaborators that can be passed across multiple roles. Like first the research team does the research, and the research is in that space. Then content team can be added as a collaborator to that space. Then content team in that space, they can collaborate. After that, it can be passed to the SEO or AEO team to review in that same space, and then it can be passed to the localization team to the localization in that same space. As it is in the single space, there is no communication gap, no fragmentation. Everything is in the single place, and it improves, like it reduces a lot of time. And it like Agentic Studio, you can run any number of agents parallelly, and at the same time, if it is workflow related, it is sequentially. Like you can run multiple workflows at a time. For each workflow, it can be sequential as well. And if you are not satisfied with what is available in Agentic Studio, Sitecore provides the option to connect your custom MCP as well. Sitecore allows you to bring your own skills as well. And Sitecore allows you to extend to the LLM of your choice as well. And the most important thing is the governance. Like that is the most enterprise customers are looking in the governance aspect. Nothing can go into the site without human in the loop. So at each and every step, we can iterate human in the loop collaboration as well. Let's just before we move into the other things, let's see how Agentic Studio. I'll provide a quick walkthrough of the Agentic Studio. So this would be the interface, how it looks like in the Agentic Studio. If you go to the agents, you can see that already there are multiple pre-built agents that are available. Like it starts from all that life cycle, whatever the life cycle I told. First, we need to capture the market signals. There is a signals agent as well. Like we can see market signals, there is a signals agent that gives us the signals. Like for example, here I have given a signal that I am looking for AI observability, particularly targeting financial and healthcare sector, and I want to get some insights on like how the market is trending on. So it gives me some ideas like trust, scalability, and multi-project delivery depends on standardized governance plus observability. Like that, it gave me some ideas. Like marketers can understand from what is going on the current trend, they understand what are the different signals are there. Once they get this signal, then they can leverage the the researcher agent to do more research on that topic. The researcher agent can do more research on that topic. Once that research is done, it is passed to, we can leverage competitive analysis agent, competitor analysis agent to do an analysis with my competitors, and if there is any competitive gap that I can leverage. Once that competitive analysis is done, either I can use a simple content generator, or if it is related to a blog post, I can use a blog writer agent, or if your purpose is to distribute across multiple channels, like as I mentioned, email campaign or what you call you want to repurpose that on other channels like LinkedIn or X or any other channel, there is another agent called bulk or mass content creator agent that supports a single agent that supports content creation for different topics or different channels using the single agent, respecting the schema. Like each channel has a different schema, and the content generation is as per that schema. So in that way, once this content is generated, it is passed to the content team, and using in that space itself, they can use either Marketer MCP to add this content into Sitecore. Directly, even Agentic Studio has workflows integrated within to directly create content in Sitecore. Let's try to see what are the things that are there in any of the agent. So any agent will have like the overview, what is the purpose of that agent, what is the context that it supports Sitecore items, or it supports what you call Word document or not, it should support any skills or not, it should support prompts or not, like that. All that information is set, and we can configure the parameters, we can configure the context, what is the exact context, we can add the schemas like blog post schema, SQL review schema, LinkedIn post, Twitter, Instagram, like that. I can add as many schemas I want. And if you have any Sitecore CMS schema, we can map that Sitecore CMS schema as well, and we can create the HTML templates for each thing and workflow. In that workflow, we'll leverage whatever the out-of-the-box actions that are possible. Let's try to understand what are the different out-of-the-box actions that are there. We can see that there are like different categories here. Like one is content generation. Under content generation, we have the actions like either you can compose a message or compose message for a specific variant. You can generate the content, you can generate the image, and you can save the document. These are different things that are there in the content generation. And under context parameters, like it extracts what are the different context parameters are there. Then we can review the parameters, then we can normalize the parameter and expand the whatever the context is required, and we can also retrieve the relevant context artifacts as well from this thing. And data processing, like if you want to account enrichment agent uses this, like if you have an Excel data of some email IDs, but you want to get more information about those agents, like what is their job role or what is their job function, like that, or like which industry are they from. If you want to get more data, we can use account enrichment agent to get enrichment about those agents. After that, we'll have like HTTP. You can make an API call to any system. Like if you want to call a third-party system, you can using this HTTP service, you can call the third-party service as well. Then there is a research agent. Like you can do deep research or structured research using this research service. After that, you have structured content. Like if you want to convert the unstructured data to structured data, then we can use the structured content. So these are some of the services that are available, and the beauty is that we can call any of the service that a Marketer MCP supports. Like from the workflow, I can directly call like all the different services that are available in the Marketer MCP. And this can be extended, as I mentioned, we can create our own plugin or integrate our own custom connector, and we can use that tools as well as a part of the workflow. So like in the interest of time, I'll just do a quick walkthrough on existing spaces. Like as I mentioned, a space is nothing but like it can have like it can start with one agent, the output of that is passed to the another agent, and the artifact of that passed to the another agent, and at the end we can create a content in Sitecore. Like for example, consider this space where I have created like I want to create a blog post on strategic importance of AI governance and observability, and using the signals agent, I got what are the different market signals that are there, and there are certain images that are generated based on the prompt. And once these artifacts, I can pass to the research agent to do more research. Once that research is done, I can pass to the competitor analysis agent to do more competitive analysis. Post that, I can pass this to blog creator agent to create the blog post, or I can pass to the marketer, mass content generator to publish across the chart. Once the content is generated, I can use this, either use this convert option, select the site, what is the collection I need that to be created, what is the site, what is the parent item I want to create here, then which template I need to create. Then after that, I need to select what is the parent path I need to create. Once that is done, content is automatically created in Sitecore. This is how the workflow process. And we can see that every space has a status. Either we can keep it in draft, in progress, needs input, review needed. We can keep the status. And we can invite collaborators to the spaces as required. And so this is how what is out of the box. And every agent, we can create this agent. Every agent may not be directly working or may not be relevant in the client context. So in those cases, we have the ability to extend the Agentic Studio by creating the custom agent as well. Like maybe once you log in the beginning, you might not be seeing these options like edit, duplicate, and change visibility. Once you go to the settings section here, here we can see the user permissions. In the user permission section, we can configure like if a particular user can edit the agent or not, or we can configure if a particular user can build an agent or not. So in this way, we can configure the permissions. Like if you want to give some permissions, only editor permissions, I can configure the editor permissions, or if we want to give the license to the builder license, we can give the builder permission. But currently, I think the limitation is 5 seats. Maybe it can be extended in future as well. And also at the agent level as well, we have, like suppose we don't want everyone to use all the agents. We have that option as well, like from here, we can set the visibility, like who can use it agent. Like I can click on change visibility and I can select the selected users who can use this agent, and selected users who can use this agent, so that only that selected users can use that particular agent. And also each agent I can directly duplicate, or I can edit, import the workflow file, import this file, make the changes required on the JSON file, and I can export that JSON as well. So in this way, everything is kind of streamlined, everything is kind of governed, and like the complexity tasks that was there for the marketers has been reduced using this Agentic Studio. Yeah, the next pillar which I have told is that Marketer MCP. So Marketer MCP, like marketers can ask anything in Sitecore in their own plain language, and agents execute real tasks by leveraging Agent API. And the beauty of this is that each operation is reversible. Even though agent went ahead and created something wrong, but marketer realizes this is not the intended behavior, the operation is reversible. And basically, in the Marketer MCP, handoffs are reduced and tool switching is reduced, and marketer cannot do out of what is their permissions, and as I mentioned previously, they can connect with LLM of your choice. I'll quickly show a walkthrough about the Marketer MCP as well. It's from the same chat window that we have been using Agentic Studio. It's integrated there. I can go here, select the MCP, and select the Marketer MCP, and apply. Suppose as a marketer, I don't know what Marketer MCP will do. I just ask, what can you do? So it gives all the use cases that can keep there, like right from the pages, sites, or component creation, personalization, A/B testing. There are the different use cases that Marketer MCP can do. Like in the backend, Marketer MCP relies on Agent API to perform this. So recently, Agent API 2.0 was introduced, where there we had this capability with personalization and A/B test flows. So these are the different things a marketer can do directly from the Marketer MCP. And suppose, like even if the Marketer MCP marketers are using, suppose to create a blog post page, the marketer needs to be aware of which template he needs to use, or which what is the parent path that item should go, or what are the different fields that needs to go. So if we are using this Marketer MCP in a kind of LLM tool like Copilot or Claude, we can set up the instructions in such a way that we can bypass the default the default question. Suppose the first question it will ask, what is a site? We don't want that question to be asked every time. We can tell in the instructions that whenever the site is there, you can use this site as a reference. Or we can tell the instructions that whenever the intention is to create a blog template, use this template. Or always create the blogs in a hierarchy that it follows the year and month structure. So even the Marketer MCP can be kind of customized with certain instructions as well. And we can plug in, like as I mentioned, we can use in the combination of skills as well. We can create our own skills as well, like I created the blog creator for Sitecore. In that skill, we can add whatever the skill that is required for blog, and we can use that skill as well. And yeah, this is much about Marketer MCP. Then, as I mentioned, the marketplace is another way to leverage or solve this complexity problem. On the page, we will have the options like we can use marketplace extensions here, or we can use on the page agents as well, like this is the marketplace extensions, or we can use on the page agents, like we can run any agent. Suppose a page is created, if I want to run, I can run an SEO, AEO agent or persona content auditor agent. I can directly run it here. I think with acquisition of Sprunch, I think this might get more interesting here. And once, so this marketplace is another way to extend. And the last way, if you don't want to rely on the Sitecore ecosystem, Agentic Studio or Marketer MCP or marketplace application, Sitecore exposes the Agentic APIs and authoring APIs through which you can create your own custom applications to perform this act. So as a part of one of the thing, we created a custom application leveraging the authoring API and Agentic API. By leveraging that, we can create the custom. So we can control, like some prefer workflow based, some prefer natural language based, but some marketers prefer a structured base. For those kind of users, we can use this marketing tool. Like we can have like many stages, and from here we can publish multiple channels. May not be Sitecore is one of the channels. There could be some other channels they want to publish. They can publish from here. This can serve as a single dashboard for all this marketing related operations. So I want to just give some of the things before using any agents. Just make sure that before using any AI thing, set the clear content goals and provide right context to that. Make sure that you have uploaded the brand document, not only and reviewed that each section of the brand document, and source data, make sure that the quality is high, and also make sure that the governance and approval rules are defined, and make sure that you have proper SEO and persona definitions. And not only that, after creation it's not done, just monitor it, and if there are any improvements identified, just iterate the process. Then make sure that all the security and access controls are there. I would like to end this with the future of digital experience platform is not about marketers learning the complex digital experience platform. It's the digital experience platform understanding the marketer's intent. So we need to, whatever the agent we are creating it, we need to make sure that it understands the right context so that it can deliver the right experience. Yeah, that's it. I'd like to thank the organizers committee for organizing this event, and I'd like to thank the sponsors, all the sponsors, Horizontal, Altudo, Texot, EPAM, Codehouse, Aroct, and BIS Technologies. Thank you for organizing this event.